it's cold winter time again. You like the winter? I hate it. I like summer better than winter. That winter kills me. He's been in any for the last 5 days. I ain't kidding. I could flash a cop and not get in any trouble right now. It snowed the other day.
Welcome to Pegasus versus the World, where we take on challenges, comedy, trending topics, and some travel.
City boy, city boy.
Yo, this dude said the weenie, Mr. Winky, inverted on him. Yo, Mr. Winky hit the inversion table. That is insane. I hit this one because I feel him. Now, when I'm recording this is spring in Colorado currently. And the other day it hit like 35 degrees, 40 degrees. Like, it's like crazy. Like, we'll have a day that's 70, immaculate, can go on a hike, and then it's snowing. And the craziest thing about Colorado, if you didn't know, the weather is schizophrenic during spring. You don't really have a spring. The day before 420, it snowed. Now we're at the end of the month, right? I think today's the 28th or 29th. And, yesterday was cold. It's heating up. And it just has this frigid back and forth until May, typically. Typically, I say typically because every now and then in May and June, it will still snow one day just randomly. It's crazy. So that's why I picked this. I can't handle the cold weather. I honestly, you guys, want to move to Maui, to Hawaii. It's super expensive. The cost of living there is out of control, but it is paradise on earth. But I love Hawaii because I'd move to somewhere like Florida, but I can't stand snakes and crocodiles and like that. And there's no snakes in Hawaii. Oh my gosh, I love that place. Anyways, maybe one day we'll make it there. It's interesting. But until that day, we in the CO, which is Colorado. And I second the sentiment he just said. Yo, this is Larry the Cable Guy. Make sure you support him. Check him out on socials. Go to his shows. I think this show was in 2020, so it's obvious he's still doing shows. If you don't know who I am, I'm Black Pegasus. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Link in the description of my other channels. Let's get it.
Well, it's cold winter time again. You like the winter? I hate it. I like summer better than winter. That winter kills me. He's been in any for the last 5 days. I ain't kidding.
You got an innie or an outie here.
I could flash a cop and not get in any trouble right now. It snowed the other day. I could only pee my initials in the snow, all right? But my upper body loves cold weather. My lower body can't handle it. I wish they'd get together on the weather. It gets cold out. You can play this little piggy on my dadgum nipple. He hates it, but these little piggies went to market. Yeah, well, that little hog stayed home. All right? I'll guarantee you that. It's cold everywhere. I was in Los Angeles, California. It's so cold I seen a junkie with his tongue stuck to the spoon. All right?
Yo, he actually could write, bro. This little piggy went to market scheme with the nips, but that hog, that's wild. The spoon bar, talk about a silver spoon in your mouth, man. Anyways, I guess I can go in two directions, huh?
My wife's from Wisconsin. You think you guys get cold? Go to Wisconsin. Holy smokes. We was up there Thanksgiving. You know how cold it was up there?
Yeah.
That sucked. It was so cold in Wisconsin, the ice cream machine at McDonald's was working.
Yo. Bro, isn't that considered the Midwest? Anyway, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Chicago. Those were some of the coldest places. So if y'all don't know, rapper, I've toured all over the country numerous times as a rapper, also a rapper and tour manager managing the tour. And those are some of the coldest places I don't know why we still toured in winter. It didn't even make sense. It's like, we know when to tour. It's when college gets in. So, August to like October are the best times to tour. And then if you want to tour in summer, you can, but winter is just dumb. It just doesn't make sense, in my opinion, to tour during winter. But anyways, I digress. Those were some of the coldest places. However, there was this one time, I believe this was the craziest tour I've been on. It was Potluck and one of the homies from Cottonmouth Kings, I believe. And I remember going through Idaho. I think it was. Was it Idaho? It was a state like that where I just didn't expect that it was negative 20 or some and the heater on our tour bus broke down. We had to stop, get it fixed, and we got it fixed, and we go into the next place, and I think 4 or 5 days later, we're across the country, maybe, and we're in Florida, and our air conditioning goes out. Yo, we're in that old school Prevo. That shit was crazy. Anyways, cold weather, let's get it.
Now, I like hot weather. I like when it's hot and humid. I love that. I lived in Florida for a long time. I love hot and humid. It was so hot down there one time, I seen a squirrel putting talcum powder on his nuts. Now, I don't like it when it's hot and humid and I gotta wear blue jeans everywhere. Holy mackerel, walking like this. We filmed 4 episodes of Swamp People in my pants, all right? It was bad. I went in for a physical, dropped my underbreeches, 3 mushrooms fell out. I ain't kidding. That explains why I kept getting followed by that truffle pig right there. I knew that much. I was 2 days away from them declaring my crotch a wetland area.
Yo, it's wild because I did a vacation with the whole family in Augustine, Florida, and we were all excited and da-da-da-da, but we went in summer. In my opinion, that's a mistake. It's cold as F in winter in Colorado. Just go to Florida or Hawaii, whatever, in winter. Because in summer, I think it got to 103, 104 degrees, but plus the humidity, unbearable. Like, I was just like, bro, I forgot that Florida, because I lived in Florida when I was young. My pops was stationed at Patrick Air Force Base. So I was just like, bro, that shit is unbearable. Like, what he's talking about, that humidity as something else. Just like the, the wind factor or whatever to, like, really cold areas.
But they try to scare everybody now with the heat, don't they? Try to scare you, make it hotter than it is. When I was growing up, 99 degrees, 99 degrees. Now it's 99 degrees out, but the feels like temperature's 103. The feels like. Who come up with that? A fisherman? The feels like temperature? Stupid. You know what? My wiener's 3 inches, but it feels like 9. It's ridiculous.
Yo, the sun's killing, yo.
It's ridiculous.
Oh, Lord, I love how he's not really like lewd. He's like, my wiener, you know what I'm saying? It was an innie. You know, most people are very vulgar. My dick was hanging out. You can't even go inside my, you know what I'm saying? And he still pulls this shit off, man. Dude's hard with it, yo. Pause. That's crazy. Yeah, that's the whole, I can't even say it. Y'all, remember I kept telling y'all I don't say the C word? Well, we'll just say the first part, climate. You say that and they put those little notes on your videos. Anytime you talk about that and then another word that, the C word that rhymes with range, bro, it's crazy. And I've noticed that too. And anyways, that's a whole nother debacle.
Well, my wife sent me up to the grocery store all by myself the other day to get some feminine products. You know, celery, carrots, lettuce. I had to buy some chewing tobacco so I didn't look like a pajama boy sissy in there. Anybody chew tobacco? That guy, ma'am, you? All right, perfect, that's good. I like chewing tobacco, but I only do it because it keeps you from eating sugar and eating bad food late at night. So you can see that's working out real good for me right now. Now I'm fat and I got bad teeth. What the hell? I hate that grocery store self-checkout. What in the world? All the enjoyment of working at the store without the satisfaction of getting a paycheck. That's always nice. You like self-checkout? I hate it. Every time I go in there, I get stuck behind some idiot trying to find a barcode on a cucumber in there. You ever done this? You ever buy a Kit Kat bar? You got like 12 items, you got a Kit Kat bar, and then they look at you and go, you gonna take that or you want that in a bag? That's when you know you're a fat ass right there. I know. They pissed me off last week. They done that with potato salad I had in there. I know. And they put a napkin and a fork on the daggum thing for me.
Oh, Lord. He kills it, bro. Every Larry the Cable Guy, he snaps. I actually really enjoy his comedy. That thing he said at the end was actually somewhat profound. You know, this concept of self-checkout taking people's jobs, right? Like the clerks and the people who work the register, self-checkout has taken their job, and then that money just goes to the top. And he's like, yo, man, now you're checking yourself out. You're doing the job of a clerk, right? Technically, the machine is, because it's collecting the money and paying you back is really what they're getting paid for, you know? And there's glitches in it, because, like, I'm just going to keep it, this is a confession moment, you know? Lord, forgive me. But when I was young and I couldn't afford it, I got on the health train, and I didn't understand how bad and how much more pesticide residue was on produce if it wasn't organic. So what I would do is I would get organic food, right? But then I would scan the non-organic produce, because there's a huge price difference at the time, and I couldn't afford it at the time. And I used to do that for, you know, a little while, you know, because I used to juice and make smoothies and do all this stuff. I'm not saying do that, but that's where the self-checkout, that's why I was able to do that, because of self-checkout, right? So, I mean, there's pros and cons. Again, now I, you know, pay for everything outright, pay a little extra sometimes, you know, but it is interesting how he said that. He's like, I don't get paid to do this. Well, man, holla at your boy anyways. That was Larry the Cable Guy. I can't handle cold weather. Man, I hope you guys are having a good day. By the time this drops, we should be in the dead heat. No, we'll be in May when this drops. And in Colorado, you never know what you're going to get in May. So hey, I wish the best for you guys, and I'll keep trucking along. Anyways, like, share, comment, subscribe. Aha.
City boy, city boy.